Hi, this is Wilna Furstenberg and welcome to another Art Class with Wilna video. And today I'm going to show you how to make this layout that I taught when I was in Australia in June. And this is just a shout out to the girls that took the class. I just want to say hi, and I hope you watch till the end because I'm going to show you some examples of the students' work. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So first of all, I'm starting out by painting with Prussian blue on acrylic paint. This is a Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint. Just on a background page. I did not prime it with gesso, and you can see I used a big flat brush, and I just painted the background. And now I'm just using watercolors and a small brush, and I'm going to splatter. So what you do is you wet your brush and you roll it into the watercolor, and then you just splatter it over your finger. Okay, next up, I'm going to use this cut file, and I traced a line just on a plain paper, and I'm just going to cut it out because what I want to do is I want to make a little mask. So use a sticky tape and just stick it down. And then I'm going to use a stencil, and I'm just going to stencil, but I just want the stencil on a part of the layout, not on the whole layout. So that's why I'm just using plain paper. It's just printer paper, and I just made that little stencil. So the cut file that you saw that I used, you can find it on iheartstudio.ca, and there's a little bundle of like 5 pretty cut files. I call them the lovely cut files, and you can buy them and make them, so you can make this with. So I'm using molding paste, and I'm using a craft knife, and you can just spread it through the stencil like butter. So what I advise is a couple things here. Don't go to the edge like I'm doing there, because otherwise there will be a very distinctive line between the two parts, because you saw that I moved it. But if it happens, it's okay, because you can just use a sticker or something to cover it up. So now you see the cut file just works perfectly with the mask. It fits in really lovely. And yeah, just wait till it's dry, and then we're going to start adding embellishments and things. So I just want to add that the cut file I used is about 8 inches high. So if you cut yours with the silhouette or the cricket, just be advised that mine is about 8 inches high. And then if you just restrain the proportion, so then it will be the correct width. Okay, so now I'm going to add some green paint to my dried molding paste. And I'm doing this with watercolors. So this is a fun technique to use. Just add a little bit of watercolor. You don't even have to add the white. Add lots of water to it, and then you can just paint over the cut file. You can see I'm not painting over everything, or maybe I will be. I am painting over everything, but actually I liked the paint straight out of the watercolor palette more than I did the paint mixed with the white acrylic paint. So I'm just going to color it a tiny bit. This works. I like this better than to color the actual molding paste. You can color the molding paste with paint, but I actually like this more. Okay, so now I'm mixing it in with more acrylic paint and water, and I'm just gonna let it flow a tiny bit. You can see the lovely paint splatters, and honestly, I'm always surprised when I teach actual workshops. I absolutely loved teaching this workshop. The Australian girls are the most wonderful, warm people on earth, and I absolutely loved teaching the workshop at Escape to Create. So if you're in Australia, you have to visit that event. They do it once a year. I think this was their 9th year, and it's just one big scrapbooking party. It's amazing. But anyway, so I loved seeing the projects that the girls created with this technique that I taught. And I'm always surprised and a little jealous because students have an ability to take what I teach and just make it better. And I loved seeing it. So there was one girl that had the most perfect paint splatters like ever. So I just admired that greatly. Okay, so now I'm using this paper, this lovely pink ombre, and it's by Maggie Holmes, her Bloom collection. And I'm just tracing the heart. You can see there with a white pen, and now I'm just going to cut it out. And this very pink color contrasted beautifully with the green and the blue, and what a wonderful bold page this was to make. I just loved it. So I'm just placing it at the back of the heart using hot glue, and I'm just going to adhere it. And I will link all the products on my blog in the related products. I will have affiliate links for everything that I used, or I hope it's still available. So now I'm placing my cut file, and this is also a product by We Are Memory Keepers. Beautiful little butterflies, so vibrant and just such a happy little collection of embellishments. And I'm just placing them here and there. I love the greens, I love the pinks, the oranges, the yellows, and oh, it's just wonderful. And this is the stickers that I meant earlier on, that you can use to cover up that little crease when you moved your stencil to add the molding paste. Or if you don't want it, just don't go to the edge. So it will actually leave a little open space there, but that's fine. But you know what? If you've been following me for a little bit, then you know that I'm absolutely not for perfection at all. And I love these little imperfect moments that happen on scrapbook pages. I think it makes it fun and sweet to look at. And you know what? We're not going for neatness and perfection, even though I can be a little bit of pain for personally in some areas. I want it to be perfect. But when the actual technique happens, I'm not too bothered. Okay, so here I added the photograph of Jana, my youngest girl. I added stickers and that little banner sticker, and now I'm just using the same white acrylic paint that I mixed up earlier, and I'm going to use a small brush, and now we're just going to have some fun. We're just going to paint a little bit of embellishments, or I call it embroidery markings here and there, and this just makes it so interesting and fun to look at. It's just putting that little bit of detail on your page that makes the difference. I really believe that the difference is in the details, and when you add those little details. And one thing that I love about scrapbooking and this 12 by 12 format is that it gives you the opportunity to add details. And when you work this finely, it doesn't get lost on a page, So you can see I'm painting a little bit of white, and then I'm fading it into these little markings, and I'm using a very small brush. So honestly, I've come to change my mind about brushes. I always felt that because I'm so hard on my brushes that I buy the cheapest brushes. But you know what? Because I'm working on a smaller scale lately, and I'm just getting older, I'm more careful with my brushes, and I love taking good care of them. And so I've been investing in good quality brushes more and more, and it really makes a difference, So if you don't have a product that you can use instead of the acrylic paint mixed with water is the Liquitex acrylic ink. They have a lovely white opaque ink, and honestly it shows up on a page as beautiful, to use. Okay, I'm going to cover my photo, and I'm going to mix in a bigger brush with the white, and I'm just going to splatter by tapping over my finger. And really, this is something, okay, number one, you have to cover your photograph. And then number two, this is something you can practice just on like a black piece of paper. And if you're not comfortable doing it on your layout itself, but I would say just take a chance and do it. So I'm just turning my page around. You don't have to stand on your head to see what I'm doing here. And just adding more markings on the top of the page. And now the page is almost done. You know, such a simple page. It was so simple to create. And I'm going to show you in a second some footage of the actual workshop that I taught, and just the beautiful, beautiful things that the girls made. I was absolutely amazed and so blessed as a teacher to see how lovely it translated. And I hope it motivates you to give it a go. You know, it's very simple, but I think really pretty and very effective. And the girls loved this page. And I will be sharing the second page that I taught there on my YouTube channel soon, and on my blog. And I hope you watch that one too. And the cut file that I used for that page is also available in the same set as this one that says "With my heart and my soul." So I'm just finishing up here, a little bit of details more. You know, I don't know, it's a gut feeling that you develop over time to know when it's enough. And here you can see the final page, and I will just add my journaling. And thank you so much for watching.
Oh, I thought she was photographing my work.
Oh, no, me.
I'm doing a video.
I shouldn't talk.
No, talk.
Talk, Leanne.
I have nothing to say. I've run out of words.
Just do my hand, not my face.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link when I get home and finish it and upload it.
Yeah, like about 4,000 times. Photo, that's the only thing that is wrong, I think.
To have Lou teach. She taught for us a few years ago on a workshop, and to be able to have her come and do some.
Darker down there. Can we tilt it?
And I've even journaled.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it's Louise. Oh, Louise is the one that I love.